So good evening, welcome to Boundary Park, welcome back. We're here at last. Oldham taking on Doncaster tonight. Matt Horton joined by Andy Wilson from Rugby League Cares. Andy, thanks for joining us tonight. It helps me greatly. Joe Reggin doing the stadium announcing as well, but isn't it great to be back here?
It's an absolute pleasure, Matt. Yeah, I was thrilled to bits. I mean, it's very weird, isn't it, having a fixture switched at such late notice, but for me on a Friday night, Boundary Park couldn't be better, and the beauty of it is it should be a cracking game as well. I mean, two of the best teams in the league, probably aside from London. You look down those two names and it's a really exciting match.
Doncaster really close against London last time out. It only went adrift for them in the last 7 minutes. They've had a week off as well, enforced with Crusaders not being able to play, so Oldham on a short turnaround after a really tough trip to Barrow last weekend. So the boys are back in town playing out through the stadium PA. It's just so good to be back. 8 long months it has been, and what a game to come back. Matty Lynn is our referee tonight. Oldham will play from left to right in this first half as we look.
You could tell, couldn't you, Matt, from the reaction of the fans there. They're pleased to be back as well.
Yes.
So you sort of forget how good the momentum was building here, wasn't it?
And it's not a bad turnout at short notice either. There is just a slight delay here at the moment because we need we're just at a delay because we've got no HIA down at the sideline.
You can look at this any time we want. It won't reach down to the. You can look at this any time we want.
The excitement building, Matt.
The excitement building, yeah. And we've had all this big build-up, and then we've got players stood around while we're trying to sort out that.
And it is all happening all around us. On the other hand, you could say we've had to wait 8 months for this, so what's another 8 minutes?
What's another 8 minutes, yeah.
Looking at that Doncaster team, now I saw them actually play Castleford in the Challenge Cup, back in February time it would have been. They played really well that day, really competed hard against Cass, and they've just got quality players all the way down. The one notable omission is Connor Robinson, the half-back, who usually a key figure.
He's a big miss tonight.
I mean, Corey Aston and Watson Bowers are a good pair of half-backs, but Robinson's a key man for them, so it'll be interesting to see who steps up into his playmaking role.
Having seen every minute Oldham's played this season, a rarity for me, of course. Crowd are getting a bit restless now. They don't understand what's going on, but rules is rules.
Well, it's important, isn't it? You know, in the current environment of head injuries, you've got to make sure the medical provision and everything is right for it. It's got to be for a professional sport.
Referee and Tony Brown, who's the timekeeper, short match commissioner, are in communication. Matt Lynn's had enough. We're going. Here we go then, round 13 in the Betfred Championship. It is Oldham on a 7-game winning run against Doncaster, and we are underway. Oldham are going to have first use of the ball, and they are going to be attacking the Rochdale Road end in this first half as Matty Wilde gets to dummy half. Here is Ewan Moore. Oldham, of course, have lost Cole Geyer in the week. He's gone to Huddersfield on loan for the rest of the season with a recall option, which undoubtedly means he'll be back for the playoffs. Matty Ashurst, who was magnificent up at Barrow last week. Can't say any more about Matty Ashurst last week, to be honest. He was fantastic as Oldham go up the guts with Chapelham and get 5 short of halfway. As Wilde at dummy half goes to that left-hand side and Walker gets it away. And Ashurst is put to ground, 5 over halfway. Last tackle as Wilde gets to dummy half. Back with Riley Dean, another player in sparkling form at the moment as he goes high. Tester here for Tom Holmes. Holmes is safe under that high ball, and Holmes will come back and get 10 away. Not a bad opening set from Oldham, Andy.
No, very solid. Looked like they were possibly winning the middle, but very early to make that judgment, isn't it? But big set in defence now. It's interesting to see Jack Walker getting in a playmaking role there as well.
As Doncaster in with Corey Aston at dummy half, get it to Adeni Gebe. Scored a hat-trick here last season, didn't he, Adeni Gebe? Certainly got a few tries and caused us problems as Suaya Matangi with the carry, formerly with the Castleford Tigers, gets 8 short of halfway. Jones at dummy half to Muz Mustafa, another former Tiger, in the ranks for the Dons tonight. On the last tackle, 8 inside the half as Watson Boas goes high. It's going to be too deep this, and Jack Walker will get a 20-metre restart. Porky.
Yeah, maybe the first example of the missing Robinson. I think Boas tends to come off the bench as an impact player. He's a Cummel, isn't he? And really exciting with ball in hand, but perhaps hasn't got the kicking skills that Robinson would have.
Thanks to everybody who's joined us here on Roughyeds TV tonight. If you are a Doncaster fan joining us, it is an Oldham commentary. Please note.
Nonsense, Matt. Will be completely unbiased. I love Donny.
Gets it to Ben Davis. Well, Andy's the voice of reason. I'm not. As Wildy at dummy half goes to the left to Chapelhow, and Chapelhow met by Mustafa on halfway. It's a good job I know some of these Doncaster players, because I can't see the numbers on the shirt. As Milner, late ball finds Dean, drops it off to Ewan Moore, and Ewan Moore is wrapped up 10 inside the half as Wildy tries the short side, and Riley Dean, and Dean to the line, just gets away from Matangi, gets away from Boas, and doesn't get away from the third challenge. Last tackle, 15 away from the line, 10 in from that right-hand side as Wildy gets it to Drinkwater, crossfield kick looking for Forber. Forber takes two-handed, gets it back to Bibby. Bibby tries to go on the outside, he's put to ground 10 away. Doncaster will start in the coffin, but another good set from Oldham. Absolutely,
and good defence from Doncaster as well. Riley Dean, definitely the running half-back, isn't he? The way he causes that problem. I haven't seen much of Oldham in recent weeks, but there's a really talented player there. You know, it's great to see him have a run in the Oldham team and hopefully fulfil that potential.
So Doncaster then deep in their own half as it's missed by Mustafa. Here is Boas looking for Sutcliffe, and Doncaster almost breaking away. It's a good run from as Jacob Jones with the carry, gets just short of halfway. Connor Jones at dummy half, goes to the right to Mustafa. I love Mus, loved him in his time at Leeds as well. He's just such a fighter.
Yeah, admirable player, isn't he?
As Suai Matangi with the carry this time, gets 12 inside the Oldham half on the last tackle. It's Jones at dummy half, comes back to the right to Aston, under pressure from Chapelhow. Here comes Nisbet. They've allowed a Denny Gebbie to jump. It's a knock on as Nisbet flings it back to Walker. There's going to be no advantage, and we'll come back for the scrum. Turnover, last tackle, isn't it?
And so far, it's very much as we thought, isn't it? Two good teams playing some good rugby on a good surface in a good stadium, a good championship match.
Just a reminder that the LED clocks are for guidance purposes only.
He's good, that PA announcer.
He's brilliant, isn't he?
Yeah.
Multi-talented. Videos on Facebook in the morning as Jaron Purcell with the carry. The three Aussies that Oldham have got in this year have been really, really impressive. Jaron, Ewan, and of course Cole. Now he's not with us anymore, sadly, as Riley Dean with the carry. And Riley Dean is put to ground on the 30-metre line. Wildy gets it to Milner as the rain starts to fall here at Boundary Park, as Drinkwater gets to the edge with Bibby. Bibby trying to get away from Brad Hay but can't. And they're a couple short of halfway on that left-hand side as Forber dummy half to Ashurst, who crosses halfway. And Ashurst is put to ground, 5 inside the Doncaster half. As Wildy at dummy half goes down the short side to Drinkwater, puts the dink over the top. Tom Holmes hesitates, and Holmes does well, and Oldham quickly there. And it's been some good attacking football from both sides, Andy.
Absolutely, and Tom Holmes did well. Just one self-indulgent thing, actually, Matt, talking about overseas players in Oldham. It was very sad to see Chris Phelan passed away this week.
Yes.
I'm old enough to remember watching him and Paul Taylor up at Watershed a long time ago.
84, 85.
Was it?
11 appearances for the club.
There you go. I've not done that research, but he was a very hard tackler. I wouldn't say he was, one of the best overseas signings we've had, but he was good value, and very sad to see he'd passed away at a young age. I'll carry on commentating while you look on your
No, it's fine. I'm just going to I'll find it in a minute. I've got it somewhere.
Yeah.
Jones at dummy half goes to the right to Aston. Holmes down that right-hand side to Brad Days. Not made it to Vula Kijapani.
I think you've got enough on without looking up things on your phone.
Dummy half as Corey Aston on the last tackle goes long. Horrible spiral kick as Nesbitt Fields on the edge of the markings for the penalty area. As Nesbitt goes again, gets through the first challenge.
Who's going to crack first here, Matt? I think Oldham have looked more dangerous ball in hand at this stage.
It's Forber with the carry. They're going set for set at the moment. It's Wildy at dummy half. Long pass finds Dean. Here is Davis. And Davis is put to ground on the 30-metre line. As we say, good evening to everybody. Jaron Purcell with the carry this time. 8 short of halfway. It's Wildy at dummy half. Comes to the right to Dean. Dean looks for the edge, looks for the sideline, and it will go over the touchline. And it will be a lateral restart. 15 away from the line.
I'm never sure about kicks like that these days. I mean, the crowd claps and it looks good, doesn't it? But I'm not sure if you asked Dean if he'd rather have kept that in the field of play or not, really, because obviously it's a controlled restart, I suppose. So
yeah.
Oldham would say that's okay.
Back to Chris Phelan, 11 appearances for the club, heritage number 892.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Talking of Oldham greats, Jack Dearden's arrived.
Late. Stuck on the Brighton Riviera. As Mitier Livulika Japani with the carry. Connor Jones at dummy half. We don't normally see Connor Jones start games either, do we?
No, he's done some damage to Oldham over the years, hasn't he?
Yeah, last season.
Quality
in the semi-final of the 1895 Cup. And
just
that
a class acting half.
That still burns. As Mustafa gets a good shot from Ewan Moore. Ball's come out though. It's back with, I think it's Titus Glaze, it is. Like I say, I can't see the numbers on the back of the Doncaster shirts. As Suai Matangi crosses halfway. It's put to ground 5 inside. As Jones at dummy half to Mustafa. Mustafa to the line again. Strong hit from Ewan Moore on the 30-metre line. Connor Jones comes to the left and Boas goes high again. Tester here for Walker. Walker jumps. Walker's taken in the air. And that's going to be the first penalty of the evening. Nothing really in it, was there?
Yeah, just took him in the air, didn't he? But it was a very brave and good take by Jack Walker. As I say, not having seen much of Oldham in recent weeks, I did see Salford play Batley the other week, and Kieran Dixon at fullback for Salford on loan, and he was superb. I just spoke to someone who's seen more of Oldham than I have. He said, well, no, Walker's been excellent, so that's obviously why he's getting the nod ahead of Dixon. But a very good 18th man, Kieran Dixon.
And to be fair, he got his chance against Workington the other week and grabbed it with both hands, did Kieran Dixon. But
Jack Walker, again, he's had a terrible run of luck, hasn't he? So great to see him on the field and hopefully steering clear of injury for a while.
Especially with no pre-season as well, as Ewan Moore is pushed back, 5 short of halfway. Wildy at dummy half goes to the left to Jaron Purcell, and Purcell is wrapped up on halfway. Late offload finds Wildy. Wildy wants somebody to drop off. It's Riley Dean. Dean goes back to the left, looks for a long ball, dummies, and crabs across the Doncaster defence. Out the back door to Ewan Moore. Here's Nisbet up against Gebby. And then Boas comes in to bring him to ground. 25 out, Moore at dummy half, gets it to Dean. Drinkwater then, Milner to Drinkwater, sorry. Here's Ashurst on the charge. Put to ground on the 30 as Drinky gets into dummy half. Comes back to this right hand side and Milner out to Dean. It's 4 on 3. Dean with the step. Just doesn't get away from the cover of Mustafa. Could have been 6 again as Wildy goes to the left to Drinkwater. Long pass finds Walker. It's 4 on 3 again here as Walker finds Bibby. Bibby to the edge. Forward for the corner will score. And Oldham are in. 10 minutes on the clock. Great shift out to that left hand side. And it's Luke Former who gets it at the corner. And Oldham lead by 4 points to 0.
So it's Doncaster who've cracked first, or Oldham who've earned the try, I think. A super try. Jake Bibby will be the obvious man to get the credit there, wouldn't he? He just beat his man one-on-one and gave Forber space in the corner. Thought Riley Dean looked great in the build-up as well. He was the one who made the half break and a little offload as well. And Oldham, I think, probably deserved that early try. And certainly looking to have some proper attacking potency on both sides of the field. Also, when you can get a combination of, as you called it there, Milner, Drinkwater, no, it was Wildy. So, I mean, there's some games in those three, isn't there? It was Matty Ashurst.
Matty Ashurst.
Such experience.
Game 4 or 2 tonight.
Is that right? Just quality in the middle of the field. So, yeah, Oldham at the moment, really, they'll be thrilled with that start, won't they? After what must have been a disrupted week for them to go from a Sunday game to a Friday game, but there's no sign of it at this stage. They've started really well.
Riley Dean then, who's only missed, is it 3 kicks all season, Casey? Or is it 5 now? It could be 5 now. He's not missed many. He's on that northern side of the ground, the Joe Royal stand, which is quite well populated. It's unreserved seating tonight. Here's Riley Dean then off that northern touchline. Dean with the conversion attempts on its way. It's got chances, this, you know. It's been waved away. So we've had 11 and a half minutes here in Oldham lead by 4 points to 0 on Roughyeds TV.
Must be a good kicker, Riley Dean, because I saw Drinkwater kick some good goals the year before last, I think, wasn't it? But Dean's the man now, is he?
Yeah, just one little quirk of fate. This is the first time these posts have been used in anger tonight as well. They're originally intended for the little Wembley on the 4G out the back, but Junior, the groundsman's got them in, and we're using them tonight as Chapel Howe with the carry. Just coming up to 12 minutes gone here. You can see the clock tonight, Casey, that helps. As Dean then goes to that left-hand side. Oldham looking to get round the corner with Bibby. That early shift, we've seen it a few times as Drinkwater gets into dummy half. Here is Forber with the carry this time. And he's put to ground 12 short of halfway. 15 in from that northern touchline. The left-hand siders. Jaron Purcell then gets pushed back. And Oldham at 8 metres short of dummy half. Wildy down that left-hand side again to Drinkwater. Drinkwater dummies. Drinkwater finds a gap. Needs support. Gets it away to Ashes to Bibby. And Oldham, it's 2 in 3 minutes. And it's Jake Bibby with the try. Superb work from Josh Drinkwater. Matty Ashurst in support. And there's Jake Bibby to get in for the try. And Oldham lead by 8 points to 0.
Champagne Rugby back at Boundary Park. I'll let you talk, Matt, sorry.
Try scorer for Oldham, sponsored by Martin Brooks and Roy Rainford. Number 5, Jake Bibby.
He is good, that bloke on the PA. But that was, we were just talking about Drinkwater and Ashurst, weren't we? That was, I mean, I guess Doncaster would ask questions about the defence to let Drinkwater ghost through as he did. I was watching Wildly actually, he was steaming up on the inside to get in support. Didn't quite get there in time, or rather Doncaster blocked him off, but Ashurst showed terrific hands to catch that ball and flick it in one pass. What a terrific player he's been over the years, to have the skill and the fitness to get there. And then Bibby, I think, deserves that try for the way he created the first one. So, absolute dream start for Oldham.
It is a great start for the Roughyeds here. Riley Dean with a similar-ish kick to that first one.
They're showing a good commitment to the crowd, playing all the rugby on the far touchline in front of the punters as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's a long way from us. Here comes Dean, taking the kick again.
On that right-hand side.
Hush over the ground.
Here we Dean with a kick, then it's on its way. Oh, not from 2, Riley Dean.
Bring back Drinkwater.
As time off is called.
Well, a challenge for Doncaster this now, isn't it? They've got to bounce back.
Yeah.
I think that was, they didn't have the ball today, it was consecutive sets.
Consecutive sets, yeah.
As you said, shifted it left early, didn't they, inside their own half?
Yeah.
And got them on the back foot.
And we're going to get a delay here. There is a delay to the ground. Right, so we've got to delay the ground. There's a drone up, so we're just going to have to take the players off the pitch. Stay with us. Stay with us. We just need to leave the field because there is a drone. Just to let you know, we are going to have a slight delay here at Boundary Park due to a drone that is being flown over the pitch. If it is your drone, take it down please immediately. But while the drone is up there, we do need to take the players off for their safety. So there will be a short delay here at Boundary Park.
This is a message from all spectators. We're going to pause due to the drone over the pitch.
You're going to stick some music on, Karen?
Do you see the drone?
Yep, I can hear it.
Yeah, playing well, aren't they?
Stay with us here on Roughyeds TV. We are just going to cut the commentary for a couple of moments while we get this sorted out. Welcome back to Roughyeds TV with Matt Horton and Andy Wilson from Rugby League Cares. We've got rid of the drone. It's not been shot down. It's been flown away. Jack Dearden thinks it's Middlesbrough Football Club. After what's been going on this week.
Yeah. He knows his football, Jack.
Yeah.
Remarkable, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that in a game. It's happened in the odd football game, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. But obviously, player safety is paramount. So, here we go then. We've had 14 minutes and 14 seconds here at Boundary Park. After a 7 or 8 minute delay, we're back underway. As Riley Dean fields the kick-off, and here's Jaron Purcell from the back fence. Almost Mustafa came hunting there. Didn't quite get him as Nisbet at dummy half to Ewan Moore. As Ewan Moore runs at Titus Guaze. Here's Wildy. To
It's tricky for both teams, isn't it, Matt? To,
yeah.
To have that break and then come and start again.
That
Oldham were
with
on a
what
roll.
Oldham didn't need. As Oldham are 12 short at halfway. Wildy at dummy half. To the left to Drinkwater. Here's Milner finds. Dean just had to check to get the passes. Davis tries to get away from Boyce and Sutcliffe but can't. On the last tackle, the 10 short of halfways. Nisbet at dummy half gets it to Riley Dean. High spiralling kick from Riley Dean. He's going to find the grass. It bounces nicely for Tom Holmes, and well, he wanted Vulika Japani to come behind him, but he didn't. And it's 23 metres away from the line as Corey Aston at dummy half gets it to Vulika Japani. Jones at dummy half to Quaze. Jones at dummy half, goes to the right hand side to Aston. Here's Holmes into the line. Holmes has got Brad Hay with him. Holmes dummies, but Oldham have slid across well and he's pulled to ground. That could be a set restart. No. He's dummied the play of the ball as well, so Ted Chappell should be good to go. As Aston comes across the face, drops it off to Mustafa. And Mustafa gets away from the first three, and Wildy does well to bring him to ground. He's a strong lad, he's Muzz. As Jones at dummy half gets it to Aston. Aston puts a little dink over as Gebby runs with Nisbet. Nisbet bats it backwards, and it's going to be 20 metre restart, says Matty Lynn. I thought that came off Tom Nisbet, did you?
Yeah, he's closer than us, isn't he, Matty, to be fair. I agree with you. It looked like Nisbet had bumped it dead, although I guess you question why he would have done that. So perhaps, perhaps it was off a Doncaster play. Certainly Doncaster haven't complained too much, have they?
No. As the restart then on a 7 tackle set with Forber. As we come up to 17 minutes gone here, Oldham 8, Doncaster 0. Jake Bibby and Luke Forber with the tries down that left-hand side as Bibby with the carry gets 12 short of halfway as Wildy at dummy half to Davis. And Davis is put to ground a couple short of halfway, and Mustafa's gone through the middle of the ruck there as Ashurst with the carry gets 10 inside the half of Doncaster as Wildy at dummy half comes to the right to Milner. Milner at the back finds Dean. Dean to Ewan Moore. Moore just can't poke his nose through. Good defence from Alex Sutcliffe as Wildy. That's going to be a set restart and a knock on, and Oldham are going to get another set of 6. And when they get the shape right, Oldham, they look really quick and really dangerous, don't they?
They really do, and also big. I think they're just getting on top physically at the moment, Oldham. And Doncaster really struggling to hold the power as well as the skill and slickness. Plenty of options in the middle, aren't there, when you've got Wildy, Dean, Drinkwater, Milner, 4 ball players really, and then Walker coming in from the back. They look really, really good with the ball in hand, and 6 again's a perfect outcome here, isn't it?
And they'll start 20 away from the line. 18 minutes left here. 18 minutes gone here at Boundary Park. Friday night, under the lights as Wildy goes to the left to Drinkwater. Here's Bibby. I think Bibby fancies a bit of Brad Hay here as well. The 2 tries have gone down that left-hand side. As Wildy waits at dummy half. Set restart for Oldham. As Jaron Purcell gets 10 away from the line. Wildy at dummy half, comes to the right to Chapelhow. And Ted is wrapped up, 6 away from the line in front of the post. It's Wildy at dummy half, comes to the right to Riley Dean, to Ewan Moore, Moore spins, and the forward pass has been given.
Yeah, it looked it, didn't it? They got the timing just wrong. It didn't take away from what a good tackle it was. Low tackle, I think, by Lewis Johnson probably on this side. Anyway, good defence from Doncaster. That's really very important for them, isn't it? If they'd conceded again and gone possibly 14-0 down, it would have felt like probably not quite game over, but a long way back. As it is, 8-0, they need to get themselves down the other end, and I think Doncaster have to score next.
And Rich Horn is about to make the first move of the game. Louis McConnell is on his way out, former Leeds Rhino. As Doncaster from that base of the scrum then. Jones gets in to dummy half to Vulika Japani. Had a spell with Hull.
Fijian from the army, isn't he?
Yes, he is, yeah. As Jones, long pass, finds Boas. I don't think he was the intended recipient there, as Jones waits at dummy half. Comes to the right-hand side to Suaya Matangi. Interesting to see. I think it's going to be Matangi that's coming off. We'll just need to announce that one into the crowd as interchange for Doncaster. Leaving the field is number 10, Suaya Matangi, and coming on number 13, Louis McConnell. As Boas's kick on the last tackle is straight down the throat of Nisbet, and wasn't the best kick there, was it, from Watson Boas?
It wasn't, but just quietly. It was terrific kick pressure by Wildy. Just those little things he does in the game. Such a wonderful player. That year when he got injured, may even have missed that Featherstone semi-final, I think. He leaves such a hole when he's not playing, doesn't he? But a great hooker to watch, I think, Wildy. Great signing.
Second penalty of the night for Oldham. Just another reminder that the clock on the LEDs is for guidance purposes only. As Drinkwater with the kick, the LED clocks have restarted.
I know that's it's been a very long 3 minutes.
Yeah, we're coming up to 19 left here in the first half as Davis gets it to Drinkwater. Here is Jaron Purcell. And Jaron Purcell's put to ground on the 30-metre line as Wildy at dummy half gets it to Drinkwater. Here is Chapelhow, another big strong run from Chapelhow. It's Wildy at dummy half. Comes to the right to Drinkwater, to Riley Dean. Dean double pump to Walker. Walker to Davis. Davis gets through Boas, but not through Sutcliffe. As Nisbet at dummy half to Riley Dean. Dean stops. Dean with the footwork. Dean straightens up and he's 5 away from the line. Set restart as Wildy gets it to Milner. Milner gets it out to Chapelhow. It's Wildy at dummy half. Goes to the right to Drinkwater. Jaron Purcell might have to go down there. No, he is tackled eventually. As Wildy at dummy half, 10 from the line, comes to the right to Drinkwater, out to Riley Dean. Dean to Walker. Walker out the back door. It's bounced off Davis. Nisbet puts it on the foot, and Nisbet does well to bring it back.
18:05. There's one down there. They're on about the clock on the boards. Sorry, listeners. Confusion from the match commissioner.
Yeah.
A great Tony Brown.
As Oldham get a scrum, 10 away from the line. I don't know. Too busy listening to Tony, to be honest. Oldham have got a scrum 10 away from the line.
More pressure for Doncaster, let's say that.
Yeah, let's say that. As Wildy at dummy half, goes to the left to Walker. Walker with a step. Walker just can't get through the line. As Wildy waits at dummy half, 3 from the line, 10 in from that left-hand touch line. Ashurst looks to put the paw out on McConnell, and he stopped 2 away from the line as Wildy at dummy half gets it to Drinkwater. Here's Chapelhow. That would be a popular score as Wildy at dummy half. Wildy goes on his own. Matty Wildy is going to be held up right on the line, or is he going to be over the line? He's going to have to come back to the 10-metre line. As Milner rushes to get into dummy half, they'll go to the left and Ted Chapelhow, and Chapelhow winds it up and he's put to ground 5 away from the line. Last tackle, Wildy. Wildy to Purcell. It's been knocked on by Doncaster and more pressure coming for the Dons, Andy.
Yeah, I mean, at this stage I think you have to take your hat off, don't you, to the defensive commitment of Doncaster. I mentioned earlier on about Oldham having to switch late. I guess they probably knew before Doncaster, who suddenly found themselves coming up here on a Friday night. And they've had to, everything's gone against them in this game so far, but here they are, tackling and tackling. This will be the fourth set, won't it?
Yeah, and they have had a week off, to be fair.
Ah, that's true.
Oldham are on a 5-day turnaround. So as Drinkwater feeds the scrum then, Wildy decides to go to the left and the short side with Bibby. He's held a couple short of the line as Wildy at dummy half. Sick restart for Oldham, third one of the half as Drinkwater gets it to Jaron Purcell. And Purcell is 8 away from the line as Wildy at dummy half goes to the left to Drinkwater. Here's Bibby for a second, and Bibby is held up over the line, just couldn't get the ball out.
I think it hit a hand before it went to Bibby, an Oldham hand, so I think it's probably Doncaster's ball, Oldham knock on. So although Bibby went close, it wouldn't have counted. I thought I could see the ball just get deflected.
Yeah, it's a
out of Drinkwater's hands.
It is a Doncaster scrum looking at it.
So they survived Doncaster, hats off to them.
Yeah, fair play to them.
Challenge for Doncaster now, obviously, to
Just
play
get
out
out
a
of
set.
dodge.
Yeah, a decent kick. Try and ask some questions, but Oldham should be fresh and ready to defend.
We are at time off at the moment. There is an Oldham player down far side. Is it? Or is it a Doncaster player? It's a Doncaster player, far side.
Yeah. Is it Brad Hay?
Owen Farnworth and Ryan Lannon are about to get out there.
Two good, tough forwards.
So,
There have been a lot of stoppages, haven't there, in this game?
yeah, it's Brad Day, I think, who's... So, we'll pack this scrum 10 away from the line, and he's not happy with the... still a bit of claret on the shirt, so obviously Matt Lynn wants the patch-up job doing properly.
Has he got a bandage on his head now? I can't
Yes.
see. Yeah.
But if he's got blood on him anywhere, it needs to be cleaned off, doesn't it?
It was probably a very good tackle by Hay on Bibby to deny him, even though it didn't turn out to be relevant.
So we'll pack this scrum 10 away from the Doncaster line. First time they've had ball for about 8 minutes. As Boas tries to pinch a few from the base of the scrum. 15 and a half left here in this first half. If you are just joining us, we have had a slight delay because of some naughty person flying a drone above Boundary Park as Vulika Japani plays it. Here is, in fact that looks more like Lewis Johnson actually. Just can't see the numbers, can we, as McConnell with the carry this time.
I think that's 3.
Jones at dummy half, gets it to Boas. Boas pops it up to Jacob Jones, and Jacob Jones spins away. Jacob Jones almost puts his nose through, and it's a good set from Doncaster on the back of that. And they've got a set restart as Connor Jones jumps from dummy half. Connor Jones, danger. He's put to ground 10 away from the line as Boas waits at dummy half, gets it to McConnell. McConnell winds things up and goes on his own. Jones waits at dummy half, goes to that right hand side to Watson. Boas. Here is Aston, goes short. That is Lewis Johnson. And Lewis Johnson, as the pass is on the deck, and Riley Dean reacts first, and that's a Milder high shot on Jacob Jones. It was, I think it slid up more than anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing malicious, just poor technique, wasn't it? He almost did a long barrier, didn't he? A cricket long barrier to take the ball, Jones, and a handy penalty. You'd imagine Doncaster will run it.
And now Doncaster get the chance to build a little bit of pressure, don't they, after being under the pump for...
First test of the match for Oldham, really.
Yeah. 24, 26 and a bit gone. Boas taps it to Alex Sutcliffe, another former Rhino in the Doncaster side. There's plenty of them. As Jones waits at dummy half, gets it to Muzzy Mustafa. The test of this Oldham defences. Jones at dummy half, goes to the right to Aston. Aston pops it up to Johnson. It is Brad here with the melon taped up as Jones at dummy half. Gets it to Matangi. Here is Muzzy Mustafa. Ball's come out. Charlie Purcell will knock it dead. And I'm not sure what the decision's going to be here. The first one is...
He must have given a Doncaster knock-on, I think.
The Doncaster knock-on, first of all, and the ball was put dead by Jaron Purcell, so we'll go for the scrum. A couple of changes incoming for Oldham. Ryan Lannon and Owen Farnworth are about to get out there. I'll just need to get them out in a sec. Andy?
No problem, I shall keep
Thanks
quiet,
to everyone who has joined us here on Roughyeds TV tonight. All been a bit short notice. It's all still a bit frantic, isn't it? As Wildy from the base of the scrum gets it to Ben Davis. It's Jaron Purcell and Ted Chapelhow. 2 changes for Oldham leaving the field. At 15, Ted Chapelhow, 18, Jaron Purcell. Coming on 10, Owen Farnworth, and 12, Ryan Lannon.
I'm not sure if you saw that, Matt, while you were doing that very good PA. Ben Davis, literally the next play, seems to have hurt his right shoulder in the tackle.
So Ben Davis has been injured. The doc's just been up here looking at a replay. So
a stressful Friday evening for everybody, but the scoreboard's going well for Oldham so far.
what I will say, Andy, is the M62 was very kind to us earlier. So no doubt be shot when I'm trying to go home, right? But 12:23 left in this first half.
While there's a lull in play, Matt, you can help me out with a gap in my knowledge. It's 1895 quarterfinals next weekend.
Yes, next weekend, yeah.
And Oldham are at home to
Midlands Hurricanes.
Right. So
and then the week after we're at home to Midlands Hurricanes.
in the league.
In
That's
the
not
league.
an easy game, actually.
It's not, no. We had a
Crabtree.
pretty easy afternoon of it down in Birmingham in February. It was Vegas weekend.
Oh, right.
So I maybe cheated and did the commentary on my return home from Vegas on the Tuesday. The game was the Sunday, and I did the commentary on the Tuesday. Morgan Smith is up and about. This could cause a lot of problems for Oldham because no Cole Dyer, of course. So Morgan Smith was going to be used as the second hooker.
You think
tonight,
that they wouldn't put Milner in at 9, though? He stays at 9
Well, Adam Milner doesn't really get to do a full 80 minutes at the moment either. So Wildy's been spelled with Cole Dyer, so they've only been playing about 40 minutes each. So Cole Dyer will go well at Huddersfield, by the way. He is a super player.
Right.
Any gaps around the ruck, he's gone.
Yeah.
He will bring a lot to Huddersfield Giants, of course, who've just appointed Jim Lenihan as head coach today from the Brisbane Tigers.
Yeah, I think that's right. Geyer,
very left field appointment, that, isn't it?
I could see a logic to it. He seemed to have a decent pedigree in Australia, and he had a connection with the club, didn't he? Talking to people actually who made the appointment, they were very impressed with him, and they certainly had some very good applicants there. I know that the list was fairly impressive, so I hope it works for them. There's some good people at Huddersfield having a hard time at the moment. Cole Geyer saw actually his debut at Salford. He came off the bench, I think, didn't he, in that first game?
Yes,
of the
that
year.
first game, yeah.
But you couldn't have a bigger contrast to his dad, could you? His dad was massive and, let's be honest, dirty, very explosive.
Was the famous thing with him, that fight with Wally Lewis
on in the rain?
Well, is it in the rain? Was it on the SCG or was it at the football stadium? I think it was at the football stadium.
Yeah, it gets repeated a lot anyway, doesn't
Yeah.
it? But he had a fair amount of on-field scrapes, Mark Guy. But yeah, I was just thinking on the 1895, it would be very Oldham, wouldn't it, to get, after we talked about last year's semi-final disappointment, to get to the final of it this year, in the year when the final was switched away from Wembley, given all Oldham's history.
A venue to be confirmed that everybody knows about is Owen Farnworth with the carry. As Wildy at dummy half, gets it to Milner. Here's Ryan Lannon, his first carry of the evening. I'm going for my jumper at half time, Andy. It's dropped.
very
Wildy comes this right
inexperienced.
hand side to Riley Dean. Here's Ewan Moore. I suspect Watson Boyce was called offside there because he pulled out of the tackle. As Wildy at dummy half gets it to Drinkwater, end over end kick. Tom Holmes is across and fields, and Holmes sets off into centre field. And Tom Holmes is a story in itself, isn't it?
Wonderful.
After what he's been through as well.
Absolutely. For Oldham fans on the YouTube, yeah, he had a cancer scare. I don't know the correct terminology of it, Matt, but it was pretty scary for a while, wasn't it? And
yes.
the thought that he would play again, and he's such a super player as well. Some of his performances for Bradford, when they were struggling a bit, he was inspirational, I thought.
Yeah, as Titus Glaze with the carry. We'll get to halfway for the Dons. Jones at dummy half to Mustafa. Last tackle then for the Dons, 8 inside the Oldham half as they come to this left-hand side, and Watson Boyce, and it's going to be a jump ball this for Jack Walker, and Walker safe under the high ball, brings it down. I think that's been one of the poor aspects of Doncaster tonight. The kicking game hasn't been up to scratch.
No, although I do say well done to Walker. They're not easy balls, are they? And he's been flawless so far. Been put under a bit of pressure, as you say, probably not as much as Doncaster would have liked, but that wasn't easy, and he's done the job again.
Wildy at dummy half, gets it to Lannon.
Lannon and Farnworth could give Oldham real impact now, couldn't they, off the bench, I think.
Dean down this right-hand side. Dean gets it to Davis, and Davis is put to ground. 10 in on the last tackle. It's with Riley Dean this time, and Dean, high spiralling kick. It's not gone very deep. It's good. Kicked forward by Ashurst. I think Forbes is onside. Vula Kijapani gets back there, and no, Forbes wasn't onside. I thought Forbes was, but Bivy wasn't.
Ashurst, I play five-a-side on a Tuesday, but not many people have got the skills that Ashurst showed. That a delicate right-footed volley into the left-hand corner, but he was let down by his chasers.
And Doncaster will start on the 30-metre line. As Brad Hay just falls over.
This next score's so important, isn't it? It's sort of, to be honest, it's a bit flat, isn't it, the game, really?
Yeah, it's lulled, hasn't it, after that early start from Oldham. As Doncaster get to halfway. Jones waits at dummy half. Goes to that right-hand side to Muzzy Mustafa. Oh, and he's passed it straight to Drinkwater. Drinkwater's not quick enough. Drinkwater steps. He's got support. He steps all the way. And Josh Drinkwater gets under the post. And it's a tragedy for Muzzy Mustafa. Puts the ball straight into the Australian hands. And he's gone 50 metres with a bit of neat footwork to score an Oldham lead by 12 points to 0. Try scorer for Oldham, sponsored by WBES Electrical Services, number 23, Josh Drinkwater.
Well, we were saying the game was going flat, but that was magical, wasn't it? An intercept try, but anything but a routine intercept try. I think he would have made it myself if he kept going. But he obviously didn't back himself. Doncaster were covering, and the lightness on his feet, because he's quite a big guy, isn't he, Drinkwater, for a half-back. But those two side steps were absolutely delightful. Absolute class from Drinkwater.
From what we've seen the last few weeks, Andy, it was like watching Riley Dean.
Right.
So,
but they're very different shapes, aren't they, Drinkwater and Dean? As you say, you'd expect Dean to do it maybe, but Drinkwater's been doing it a lot longer, hasn't he? That was just absolute class. Pleasure to see that.
So, Riley Dean then with this conversion attempt for the Roughyeds on the black dot. This should be a meat and drink for Riley Dean. It's a mortgage putter on this one. As Dean then with the kick hits the old scoreboard here at Boundary Park, and the flags are up. You're listening to Roughyeds TV with Matt Horton and Andy Wilson from Rugby League Cares. 7:15 left in the first half. Oldham lead by 14 points to 0. And converting a try for Oldham, sponsored by Jim Minton, number 7, Riley Dean. It's Oldham 14, Doncaster 0. I almost forgot to do that. Thanks for reminding me, Andy.
Absolutely.
As Corey Aston gets us back underway.
Yeah, you know, Doncaster must really think everything's going against them, mustn't they? The third try, after all that defending they did on their own line, they grafted their way back into the game, and then they give Oldham a gift, really. So 14-0 now, it's a chance for Oldham to really kill them off and claim what will be a terrific win, wouldn't it?
As Wildy at dummy half goes to the left to Milner. Milner to Drinkwater. Here is Ashurst, and excuse me, I think Matty Ashurst's playing some of the best rugby I've seen him play in years. As Farmworth on the carry, big carry. Its ball's come out backwards. It's been ruled just a loss backwards as Ewan Moore tries to get away but can't, and he's 5 short of halfway. As Davis crosses dummy half, looks to get away from Jacob Jones but can't, gets it back to Wildy, floats the pass to Milner. Milner dummies. Milner trying to put the Riley Dean footwork on when he's wrapped up in centre field on the 30-metre line. 6 minutes left in the first half. Wildy goes to the left to Drinkwater, high kick. Tester here for Holmes. Here comes Forber, and Holmes takes really well with 3 people around him. Again, another good set from Oldham.
It is. It's one of the cliches I really don't like, but I think they're winning collision, aren't they, Oldham? They seem to be. Doncaster are really struggling to control Oldham in rucks. They're getting quick attack going. Whereas Oldham, as we see on this tackle here, they just seem to be slowing them down nicely. They're pretty much in control of Doncaster when they've got the ball, and that's limiting the yards they gain.
Tyler Heppy about to get into the game. We'll get that out into the ground. Interchange for Doncaster. Leaving the field is 27, Titus Squazi, and coming on 21, Tyler Heppy. As Boas down that right-hand side gets an offload out the back, and again it's only fallen into Oldham hands and Matty Wilding. That's 2 straight passes from Doncaster, and Richard Holm won't be happy with that.
No, that does. That looked like a team who were kind of waiting for half-time, didn't it, really? Oldham really could be ruthless here.
As Ashurst crosses halfway. Quite a noisy band in the far right-hand corner of the Joe Roll stand. As Milner gets it to Lannon. And Tyler Head. As Wildy goes to the left. Milner short to Farmworth. And Farmworth's wrapped up 23 away from the line. On the last tackle is Wildy. Again, they're going to try this left-hand side with Drinkwater. Short to Ashurst. Ashurst gets it away. It's on the floor. And Forber, can't bring it in. And Forber's bumped into touch, and Oldham will turn it over. And well, the ball sticks in hands there. They were causing problems again, weren't they?
It was a dazzling move, wasn't it? Yeah, very controlled, with Walker coming down the inside. Doncaster numbered up okay, hung on, but that's all they are doing, really.
Well, we have got one set. We just want to say thanks to everybody at Oldham Athletic for everything this week. To Craig Dootson, to Junior, the groundsman, who's had a very, very quick turnaround to find the posts and get the pitch marked up. And we're just very thankful to everyone at Oldham Athletic and Oldham Metropolitan Borough Council for the help this week as well.
I'm glad you said that, Matt, because there's so many people worked hard to get this game on, and again, I'll say it's just such a pleasure to be back here.
As Connor Jones on at dummy half gets it to McConnell. 3.5 minutes left in the first half. Jones waits at dummy half. Here is Tyler Heppy. He's another former Tiger that's in here. There's Tigers, Rhinos and everybody in this game, isn't there? As Jones slips and pops it up to Boas. Danger here as Mustafa and Doncaster. That's a good move. They've got Oldham on the back foot here. Can they strike before half-time? Here is Corey Aston. Aston flings it out on that right-hand side to Vulika Japani. Vulika Japani has been bundled into touch, and Oldham survive. Great scramble that had to be.
It really was. It's right in the far corner, so we've got our excuses for not being 100% sure who made the key tackle. Somebody's just getting up, aren't they? They look like they might have hurt themselves. Is it Farmworth?
Could be Drinky, actually.
Number 10, is it? Yeah, it's Farmworth, I think. He's yet to get up. I mean, if it was his tackle, fantastic commitment to get over there.
The dock is on his way. It's not. He's up. Yeah, Farmer's done really well, and he's up. And the dock has stayed off the pitch, so we will get back underway. Just having a check-in with the physio. I know Farmworth looks okay, and we're back underway as Wildy then gets it to Nisbet. 2-minute warning in this first half here at Boundary Park. Oldham leading by 14 points to 0. Wildy at dummy half, comes to the right to Davis. As Davis is put to ground. Wildy at dummy half. Back to Ewan Moore.
It's good to see Wildy, Milner, Drinkwater, key men all playing full halves, isn't it, rather than going off in the middle.
As Oldham tried to get round the corner down that left edge again, as Bibby's put to ground 10 short the halfway, 10 in from that left-hand touchline. Ashurst with the next carry, and Oldham will get to halfway as Wildy at dummy half gets it back to Riley Dean. Everybody's offside, but it's a horrible high spiralling kick, and Edeni Gebby's done really well there. I didn't fancy him at one stage, and Gebby trying to get round the corner, gets away from 1, 2, and Gebby's dangerous. And he's put to ground 12 short the halfway. 1 minute left in this first half. As Boas at dummy half gets it to Aston. Here is Lewis Johnson. I think he's had a spell at Castleford as well, hasn't he? At one stage.
I'll take your word for it, Matt.
On loan, forward pass.
Line ball.
As Doncaster get 8 inside the Oldham half. Jones at dummy half to Boas, drops it off to Tyler Heppy, and Heppy's got through, and I was going to say there's got to be a Shepherd there. Stood in the defensive line. Yeah. It's Louis McConnell, and Matty Lynn picks it up, and I think Oldham will be happy just to maybe wind this clock down and take half time. There's a few hands on hips. Adam Milner's hobbling a little bit in back play as well, which isn't a good sign. And Josh Drinkwater just calming things down. As Drinkwater then. Is it worth a tap and a drop goal, Andy? We have got one more player left in the half.
Have we got 2-point drop goals, Matt?
No, not in the UK. Not in the UK.
I thought they might have introduced them.
Oh, Ben Davis, he's not going to bother anyway, and he's just going to kick it back into touch. And that is it. Half time here at Boundary Park. Oldham lead by 14 points to 0. Half time here at Boundary Park. It is Oldham 14, Doncaster 0.
You think he's injured?
Yeah.
He's, let's hope he can get some treatment. But
That's not worked, Andy, it's just died. Welcome back to Roughyeds TV, Matt Horton alongside Andy Wilson from Rugby League Cares. One sec, Andy. Jack Dearden's here tonight as well. Jacko! How are you, pal? Jacko, how are you enjoying it so far?
Yeah, great so far. Terrific. Really, really pleased. Just got to keep it going second half. 14-0, not a point let in by the Roughyeds. So, yeah, they're on a roll as well. Eight on a row in it if they win tonight in the league.
It will be, yeah. There is just going to be a slight delay because we've got no timekeeper. So, he's not made it back yet. So, it's all good fun. Andy, what do you think the message has been at half-time from Richard Hall?
Forget about the first half. Start again. Do yourself justice. Got to score first. They're going to get the ball, aren't they? Big first set, get down the other end and put Oldham under some pressure. Try and rattle them a bit, I'd have thought, really. As I say, I think Oldham have just won the game physically. The two props who started, Chapel-Howe and Purcell, were excellent. And then Farnworth and Lannan have come on and just picked up where they left off. So a real challenge for Doncaster's forwards to match Oldham up front and to deny Drinkwater and Riley the platform that they did so much with in that first half. It's very funny, I've never seen this before.
Yeah, we are actually waiting for the timekeeper.
He's perhaps on a drone
to get back. He'd probably have got here quicker if he was with the drone, actually.
Here's Tony.
I can't tell you what the wife's just told me in the radio, so it's all happened tonight, hasn't it?
Really has.
We have got a feed downstairs now, though, so we're okay, we're good to go. Tony's in position, I'm in position, Andy's in position. Second half here on Roughyeds TV. Welcome, thank you for joining us. It's been one of them weeks, it's all been a bit hectic. Riley Dean will get us underway. Oldham have made a half-time change. Adam Milner isn't out there.
Milner's gone, yeah.
So we're going to try and find that one out. And Oldham have got a goal line dropout from the kick-off. That's brilliant. That's a great start to the half, Andy.
It really is. I mean, you know, you said what can Doncaster do to start the half, and their aim had to be a good set and to score first. And Oldham, clearly, that would have been the corresponding message from them. Let's deny them that opportunity. You don't see that often, do you?
Half-time change for Oldham. Leaving the field is 13, Adam Milner, and coming on 18, Jaron Purcell. So Jaron Purcell gets out there for Oldham. We didn't like the look of Adam Milner when he walked off, did we, to be fair? As Farnworth with the carry.
He'd be a miss, wouldn't he? But they've still got a decent squad, haven't they, Oldham? They've got decent backups in reserve.
As Walker then takes the line on, and Jack Walker's put to ground 10 away from the line. Oldham scoring here would be massive, wouldn't it? As Wildy at dummy half goes to the right-hand side to Purcell. Here is Drinkwater out to Riley Dean. Dean puts the steps on Sutcliffe. Dean for the line. He's just held up by a Denny Geddy, a couple short of the line. It's back with Drinkwater. Here is Wildy. Wildy will drop it off back to Purcell. And Jaron Purcell, who can play prop, loose forward, he can play any of these roles. So he's a useful tool in the box as Wildy goes one way, goes the other, back to Drinkwater. Drinkwater drops it on looking for Ashes. Oh, that's well taken. I thought he'd lost it then.
Yeah, was it Corey Aston?
It is.
He's been fairly quiet, hasn't he, in the first half, really. I was looking forward to watching Corey tonight, but he's just been on the back foot, I think, and it's been Dean and Drinkwater's match. But that was a really good piece of play to keep his team in the game, really, as you say.
He stands back as well, isn't he? Oh, that's a penalty. Josh Drinkwater not cleaning the ruck. He's climbed over the back of Vula Kijapani, and Matty Lynn gives the penalty. As Aston then with the kick to touch. And Doncaster will start on halfway, throwing everything about at the moment. As Day gets it to Johnson.
Johnson play at Wembley for somebody?
Warrington probably.
Yeah.
As Aston drops it off to Tyler Heppy. Heppy's offloaded on the bounce to Connor Jones. As Aston at dummy half goes to the left to McConnell. And McConnell is wrapped up on the 20-metre line as Jones goes to that left-hand side. Here is Aston. Looks to put the footwork on but gets no change. Couple left in the set. Doncaster 10 away from the liners. Connor Jones goes from dummy half, gets it out. Oh, good shot that from Purcell. Last tackle. Jones goes to the left too. Watson Boas drops it onto the boot. Too much on that. Safety first though from Tom Nisbet. And it will be a goal line dropout.
Which will be the first one Oldham have conceded or will have had to take in the match, I think, won't it? As a dropout of mine. Not working? Okay.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Yeah, so again, we did discuss in the first half, Oldham haven't been under much pressure, but certainly that take of Corey Aston has given Doncaster a little flicker of hope in the game.
And this is going long. And it's gone very long. It's gone 5 inside the Doncaster half as Mustafa winds up, and Mustafa gets a good couple after contact and gets to the 30-metre line as Connor Jones at dummy half comes to the right to Aston, drops it off to Tyler Heppy. Heppy with an offload to Jones, and that's 2 offloads from Tyler Heppy in this half, and Ewan Moore's going to be penalised for a high shot.
Yeah,
I didn't think there was a lot in that.
He made contact above the shoulder, didn't he? I don't think it's one that you could have too many complaints about, and it's not too damaging for Oldham really. It's early in the tackle count, they were defending anyway, they get to reset their line, don't they?
Yeah, and Tyler Heppy's had an impact this second half, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. He's a lively player, isn't he, Tyler, just like his dad was. I was just thinking actually, they must be the most cosmopolitan team in the game, because Muzi Mustafa I think is Nigerian.
Yeah.
Titus Gwaze Zimbabwean.
Yeah.
Fijian winger.
Couple of Cummels,
bit of Samoan.
Yeah.
Connor Jones Aussie.
Yeah. And here is Heppy again.
And Heppy.
Well, Tyler's got the. Oh.
His dad was a
Offload.
Kiwi, but I don't know if Heppy's a
probably
Cumbrian.
got Samoan heritage, hasn't he? Here is Muzi Mustafa then with the carry, and he's a strong boy, he's Muzi, for his size. He plays well above his size as Jones at dummy half gets it out, and that is too easy. And that is Jacob Jones who scored, and Doncaster are in. 4.5 minutes in this second half gone, and Doncaster are back in it here at Boundary Park. Try scorer for Doncaster, number 14, Jacob Jones.
Yeah, you used the phrase too easy, Matt. There's no doubt about that. I think he just got on Lannon's outside shoulder, did he? And strolled over, really. So, yeah, well, I guess as a neutral, it's good for the game.
Not good for my nerves, though.
No, not that you've had much to cope with tonight, Matt.
Corey Aston, prolific goal kicker, just like his dad was.
We can't have golden point, can we?
No, there's no golden point in the championship. There is next week in the cup, but not tonight.
But no, if he kicks this 14-6, Oldham have got to score next, I think, to avoid making it a nervy occasion.
And another enforced change coming in here for Oldham. Owen Farnworth's on his way out at the back. And
I wonder if Farnworth really didn't recover from the cover tackle in the far corner on.
Yeah, it's Tom McKinney who's going to come out, son of Chris McKinney, who played for Oldham back in the early Super League days.
I've nodded there, and I know that, and it's not that I'm a particularly knowledgeable person, but I happened to see him. I mentioned that Salford Batley game with Kieran Dixon. He played in that game.
As Aston, with the conversion attempt, puts it live. So here at Boundary Park, it's Oldham 14, Doncaster 4.
That was a bad miss from Corey Aston, but McKinney was excellent.
I just called him a really good kicker, didn't I?
You did, yeah. It's an important one as well. It's 14-4, 14-6 sounds a bit tighter than 14-4. But yeah, McKinney, tall lad. Again, nothing like the same shape as his dad, who was a chunky hooker, wasn't he, really?
Yeah.
But a Cumbrian, and he played really well in that game.
That's
Stretched
going
over for a couple of tries.
On the full, Riley Dean. Watson Boas with the brains to stick the foot over the back line, and Oldham have conceded a penalty on halfway and just inviting more pressure onto him. I'd normally say it's criminal on your own ground, but it's the first time they've played here this season.
And also, I'm going to defend Dean a bit, because the first kick-off in this half, not long since, was absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
And earned them a 6 again. I mean, really, that was Oldham's chance, wasn't it? They had the ball in the Doncaster half at 14-0, and suddenly now they're defending.
As Alex Sutcliffe goes on his own. Jones at dummy half to Boas. Here is Aston, drops it off to Heppy, and again, Heppy, it's a very Louis McCarthy Scarsbrook kind of angle, isn't it, if you remember him back in the day at Saints. As Jones at dummy half goes to the left to Aston. Here is the try scorer, Jacob Jones, as Connor Jones at dummy half gets it to Mustafa, and Mustafa slips, thankfully, as he gets to the Oldham defensive line. As the play the ball is quick, Jones gets it away to McConnell, and McConnell's 2 away from the line. Last tackle for Doncaster as Jones gets it back to Aston. Aston drops it onto the boot, into the in goal. Forber gets there and Forber pops it dead, and Doncaster just beginning to turn the screw, Andy.
They are. It's a simple option when it's executed like that from Corey Aston. Nothing Oldham could do, was it? They just had to clear the ball. Forward did it efficiently enough, and they're defending again. So really is a tough period in the game for Oldham this time to show some character.
8 minutes gone in the second half. If you are just joining us, Oldham 14, Doncaster 4. Tries for Oldham from Jake Bibby, Luke Forber and Josh Drinkwater as Mustafa brings it back, and Doncaster will start 35 away. Morgan Smith is about to get out there as Boas dances through. Boas just upended by Jack Walker. He can get back to his feet. It's Jones at dummy half. Gets it to Aston. Aston pops it up to Lewis Johnson, and Johnson is wrapped up 8 away from the line. Ted Chapelhouse on his way as well. As Jones at dummy half gets it back to Aston. Aston out to Mustafa. And Mustafa's wrapped up 10 away from the line as Connor Jones waits at dummy half, goes to that right hand side to Corey Aston. Aston gets the runner back on the inside. It's been popped back to Jones, and he's wrapped up 8 away from the line. Last tackle for Doncaster. Come to the right to Mustafa. Mustafa's dropped it. It's going to be a knock on. We've got some substitutions to get out. Interchange for Oldham. Leaving the field is number 10, Owen Farnworth, and coming on 22, Tom McKinney. There'll be another couple of changes. Here's trouble. This is not what you want at 50 minutes in. The big man, Paulie.
Coming on late, isn't he, really?
Well, you want him against a tired defence, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's... You'd think that those sets, when they were attacking the Oldham line, would have been the perfect time for him to come on, really.
There's Forber. Is that Davis? 2 changes for Oldham, leaving the field. 12 Ryan Lannon and 4 Ben Davis coming on. 6 Morgan Smith and 15 Ted Chapelhouse. So this is a big reshuffle now for Oldham. Riley Dean will probably go to right centre. Morgan Smith will come on and play at the half, and Matt Wildy will have to probably go 80 minutes at hooker tonight as Oldham get a relieving penalty. Alan Kilshaw's planned rotations have gone right out of the window at the moment as they start 5 short of halfway. It's Bibby gets it to Drinkwater. Here is McKinney. Of course,
sorry, Matt.
Chris McKinney signed with Howard Hill, and his son Harvey is at Hull now, isn't he?
Matt, your knowledge is phenomenal.
As Chapelhouse gets 8 inside the half as Wildy at dummy half.
I didn't know you were that
left hand side.
Sorry.
Smith to Ashurst. Oh, just can't lose his foot in. As Wildy at dummy half goes to the right to Drinkwater. Drinkwater to Purcell. Here's Chapelhouse out wide, and Chapelhouse, good after contact meters, gets 3 away from the line. What have Oldham got here? Set restart. Wildy back to Darren Purcell. Purcell straightens up. It's Wildy at dummy half. Goes to the right to Drinkwater. Here's Morgan Smith. Drops it off to Ewan Moore. And Ewan Moore wrapped up by 1, 2, 3, 4 Doncaster defenders, 2 away from the line. Wildy at dummy half. Back to Drinkwater. Drops it off to McKinney. McKinney for the line! It's just short. Inches short. Wildy at dummy half. Go quick, play the ball. Drinkwater gets it to Bibby. Bibby outside there. Bibby for the corner. Bibby's done really well to stay in the field of play as Forber waits at dummy half. Gets it back to Drinkwater. Drinkwater up to Walker. Walker drops it onto the boot. There's going to be too much on that, I think. It's gone dead, and it's going to be a 20-metre restart. And here's danger. Adeni Gebi will take the tap, and quickly. And Matty Linton saves Oldham by saying the ball was passed after it's gone dead.
Yeah, it's a good game now, isn't it, this?
Yes.
That was, again, good defence from Doncaster. I thought Oldham had a decent set there. They were asking questions. And as you say, Bibby who did some damage to Brad Hay in the first half, but Hay did his job on him there to stop him scoring, and Bibby did well not to go into touch actually. And it is going to be challenging not having Dean as his half-back partner.
Knock on from Connor Jones, or is it from Jacob Jones as he's got up to play the ball? And Oldham are going to get it 40 out from the line. Oh, it's a set. He's not played the ball correctly.
Right.
So it's a lateral turnover.
So another chance to score that try that probably would seal it.
Right, won't seal anything with 27.5 minutes left. It's just, it will extend, it'll make the breathing a little easier as McKinney with the carry. Paulie out there now. We'll get that one out into the ground. Interchange for Doncaster, leaving the field 13, Louis McConnell, and coming on 16, Paulie. As Riley Dean now in the centre tries to get on the outside. As Nisbet, a dummy half, gets it to Morgan Smith, back out there after injury tonight. There's Chapelhow with the carry. As Wildy at dummy half goes to the right to Morgan, to Walker. Walker steps away from one, pops it back to Wildy. Wildy dummies and gets it to McKinney. McKinney out to Ashurst. Ashurst needs an offload. Oh, didn't get the arm free. His hair brings him to ground as Wildy at dummy half. Back to Drinkwater. Drinkwater to Jaron Purcell. And Purcell looks to get round the corner, pops it up to Ewan Moore. Moore with the dummy and go, sticks the head down, last tackle. Frustration down below us from Simon Finnegan as Morgan Smith with the crossfield kick. Here's Bibby! It's been knocked on by everybody, I think. First one's Oldham, it's Bibby who's knocked on. And it'll be a turnover, 10 away from the line. And another, just some frustration on the Oldham coaching staff at the moment, Andy.
Yeah, I'd have thought they were happy with that as the option, because that was a chance, wasn't it, really? It was a well-weighted kick from Morgan Smith?
Yes, Morgan Smith, yeah.
Call him Morgan Smithers. Morgan Smith, and there was the chance there for Bibby, but Doncaster got numbers underneath it. Oldham numbering up now, aren't they? There's a bit of
because it's Paulie.
Yeah.
It's Jones at dummy half, just slips as he gets. Oh, big shot that from Ewan Moore. Felt that. It was on Holmes as Boas from dummy half pops it back to Holmes as Riley Dean gets involved in the defence and is going backwards. Good scrambling defence from Oldham. It's Connor Jones at dummy half, gets it to Aston, dropped it off to Tyler Heppy. It's the same run every time from Tyler Heppy, isn't it? As Jones at dummy half to Aston, pops it up to Paulie. It's Paulie. Oh, he's a big man, isn't he? He looks in good nick actually, from where I've seen him in the past. As on the last tackle, Aston goes high. Chase here for Vulaja Kapani, and our forwards dropped it, and it's going to be another set, and it's out to Vulaja Kapani, and then they've spoiled it with a forward pass. But have they taken their advantage? And it's a decision here for Matty Lynn, and well, I think they've taken the. I think no. We're going back to the original offence.
Yeah, there's been a subtle change in that interpretation in recent years, hasn't there? I think 3 or 4 years ago that would have been regarded as advantage taken. But I think what Matty Lynn's given there is consistent with how it's done these days in both comps, NRL and here.
Yeah, at least we're not back to the old free play scenario, are we? Which was just ridiculous.
I've cut that from my mind. I think fair play to Lynn as well. Matt Lynn, his position was excellent, wasn't it? He was right on the button for the forward pass.
He's also on the line on Sunday at the semi-final, is Matty Lynn.
Is he?
Yeah. As Doncaster then 10 from the line go to the right to Boas, and Boas poked his head through and just couldn't get the ball away. It's Jones waits at dummy half, go to that right-hand side, and Oldham scrambled the defence. Really can't see the numbers now, it's gone dark, and we've stolen it from the play the ball. Who's done that? Looks like Jack Walker is it Tom McKinney with the tackle?
No, you're right.
I can't see the LED. Those lights in the Joe Earl stand are shining right in my eyes as Forber with the carry. Well, he's let go and he's able to get back up. Oldham 8 away from their own line. As Wildy gets it to Jaron Purcell, and Purcell puts the ground 12 away from the line. Nisbet at dummy half will pick and go. Gets the offload back to Riley Dean, and Dean looks to put the footwork on Boas, and Paulie is involved in there, and Oldham will kick from deep inside their own half. A few arms went up for a penalty there as Morgan Smith looks to find the grass, does, which is a start, as Holmes will trap on the foot. 15 away from his own line as Holmes sets off back upfield, and Wildy with the chase, the captain, and Doncaster will start just short of the 30-metre line, and I think Oldham will be happy for that from where they started.
They will, yeah. It was a great chase by Wildy again, wasn't it? He's, I think you said before, didn't you? It looks like he's going to play full 80. He's been really excellent.
Denny Gebby with that carry as Aston gets it to Brad Hay down this right-hand side. Good shot from Bibby down below us. 23 and 2.5 minutes left. Oldham 14, Doncaster 4 here on Roughyeds TV. Matt Horton with Andy Wilson from Rugby League Cares tonight as Connor Jones gets it to Aston. Boas out the back finds Holmes. Whoa! Big tackle on Alex Sutcliffe. I don't think he'll thank him for that on the review as Gebby tries the short side, and Gebby gets nothing, and he's knocked it on, so it's a free play. That's a penalty. I don't think it's any more than a penalty.
No.
Maybe 10 minutes, just lazy, wrong-footed.
Yeah.
Stuck the arm out.
He's warned him. I think he's right there, Matty. I mean, for Oldham, it's a great penalty, isn't it?
Yeah.
To get this ball downfield. They've seen off some pressure there. You know, we use the phrase flat about a period in the first half. This is anything but flat now, isn't it? This is a real good contest between two good teams.
And I think Oldham are benefiting from that game at Barrow last week as well, because they had a tough contest up there, and it was just what they needed as Matty Lynn not happy. Just incurring the wrath of the crowd as McKinney with the carry. Wildy at dummy half. Comes to the left to Drinkwater. Here is Chapelhow. Just do with a little man running at Paulie here as Wildy at dummy half. Goes to the right to Drinkwater. Here is McKinney again. And see, that's why you don't run at Paulie.
Jack Walker will be the man, would he?
As Wildy goes to the right to Drinkwater. Here's Walker into the line. Walker dummies. Walker spins and Walker's in! And Oldham have got that try. 19 minutes on the clock in this second half, and Jack Walker spins out to score, and Oldham extend their lead to 18 points to 4. Try scorer for Oldham, sponsored by the Oldham Rugby League Heritage Trust, number 1, Jack Walker.
It's working perfectly, just goes blank.
What a super finish that was from Jack Walker.
So Jack Walker with the try. Just what Oldham needed, that.
It really was. It was just a great finish, wasn't it? He was just in the right place. And he had 3 or 4 people to beat there. It was like a Danny Maguire try almost, I thought. The way he sniffed out the line. Absolutely terrific.
Another former Rhino. Well, there's plenty of former Rhinos out on here tonight, isn't there?
It's, you know, they've gone the length, haven't they? It was Doncaster were pressing the line. They had to defend well.
Penalty.
Ran the ball out, got the penalty. Was it Walker even earned the penalty? I'm not sure.
Yes, it was. No, it was Riley Dean.
Riley Dean. And yeah, moved it right. Terrific. You don't think that's game over though, do you?
No, I still think there's mileage left in this Doncaster side. As Dean then with the conversion attempt has missed. 1 from 4 for Riley Dean. It's not been a good return though, but here at Boundary Park. Oldham 18, Doncaster 4.
And 1 from 5 combined for both teams on the goal kicking front.
Yep.
So it's been tries not goals tonight. Who's coming off for a rest here? Boas. Oh, it's Muzzy, is it? Yeah.
Interchange for Doncaster. Leaving the field is 17, Muzzy Mustafa. And returning number 27, Titus Guaze.
So doesn't Adini Gebby get involved? I mean, he's been dangerous every time he's touched the ball, but he's almost been a second fullback at times.
Yeah, he caused us a lot of problems there last year, Adini Gebby. But Oldham have got it then as Ewan Moore gets it to Smith. Early shift again. Here is Walker with a couple of steps. Walker, just couldn't get away. As Oldham crossed the 20, Drinkwater at dummy half, finds McKinney. He's learned his lesson, he went nowhere near Paulie there.
Character building for him.
As Wildy at dummy half, goes to the right to Jaron Purcell, and Purcell
He's been excellent, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been excellent all year. Like I say, the 3 Australians we've picked up have been fantastic all year. As Morgan Smith, pokes his nose through, just can't get the arm free. Last tackle. Drop goal's not the worst option, but it's not needed at a 14-point gap as Riley Dean goes up that short side. Here is Nisbet. Nisbet with a kick. It's come off the leg of Holmes, and that's play on. As Holmes just about manages to stay in the field of play. He's done really well there.
There's some great rugby being played, isn't there, Matt? That was brilliant from Tim Holmes, really, and Oldham did well to close him down.
Denny Gebby with the carry then. Lewis Johnson goes from dummy half, and Oldham muscling up on defence. 17.5 minutes left here. 18-4 as Aston then pops it up to Brad Hay, and Drinkwater there to bring him to ground. 8 inside the Oldham half as Jones at dummy half to Corey Aston. Aston running across, gets it to Jacob Jones, and Jacob Jones is wrapped up, 10 from that left-hand touchline on the last tackle. Vulika Japani stuck the arm up here, and Corey Aston juggled. Vulika Japani's offside for me as Forber fields and gets away, and Forber's got a bit of real estate. Just couldn't get away from Brad Hay.
He didn't, but he did well to take it because he made a mess of the last one, didn't he? Which caused Oldham a lot of problems.
Bibby's made a mess of it, and Doncaster have got it back. 15 away from the line. As Jones at dummy half to Titus Guaze. And Guaze stopped 10 away from the line. Oldham have invited pressure here as Jones to Aston. Aston, just hold down too long and falls into Oldham arms. 16.5 left. It's Jones at dummy half. Great work from Ashurst at marker to bring him to ground. Aston at dummy half goes to the left to Guaze. Here's Paulie on the charge, and Paulie just about brought to ground by 4 Oldham defenders. Wrecking ball. It's Jones at dummy half, pops it up. And he's got it away. Late offload to Jones. Jones with a dummy. Jones goes, and McKinney's there with the tackle. Great offload. Last tackle. Aston at dummy half. It's been dropped by Guaze, and it's back in Oldham hands. I think we're going to come back for the first knock on, and the first knock on is from Oldham, I think. Yes, it's going to be another set of 6 to defend for the Roughyeds.
And it's self-inflicted, isn't it? Bibby's had a good game, but that was an unforced error, and it's put Oldham under the cosh, and it's made the game more interesting. Slightly masochistic, but good entertainment.
This is great entertainment for Championship rugby. If only the main broadcast partner could have put this on tonight, it would have been really good. As Boas gets it to Holmes. Holmes gets it away, and Doncaster have scored. And it's Alex Sutcliffe with the try. Just a simple scrum move, shift to the left, and Oldham haven't got the numbers up there. And Alex Sutcliffe it is with a try, and it's Oldham 18, Doncaster 8. Try for Doncaster, number 12, Alex Sutcliffe.
Perhaps in Oldham's mitigation, Matt, the reshuffles they've had to do, there's people defending in different positions. It was nicely worked move, wasn't it, from Doncaster, and a well-taken try. But yeah, that error from Jake Bibby's looking expensive now. Let's see if Aston can land this one.
He's getting on with it because obviously another fresh player about to come out here, Sam Smeaton. Not been seen so far tonight.
Good value, Smeaton. Real plucky player.
Here's Aston with a conversion attempt, and Aston sticks the flags up here, and it's Oldham 18, Doncaster 10. And converting a try for Doncaster number 6, Corey Aston. It's Oldham 18, Doncaster 10.
And what's Riley Dean going to do with this kickoff?
Along the floor. 14 minutes left here at Boundary Park. Time off called by Matty Lynn. Ryan Lannon is about to get out there. Not sure how many changes Oldham have got left. I think they've got a couple.
But they've maybe not got many bodies to come back on.
No. As Dean goes short this time, it'll land in the field of play. Aston collects, and it's Tyler Heppy from the back fence. Big collision on the 10-metre line. Oldham just need to take stock and go again as Titus Guaze with the carry this time. Connor Jones waits at dummy half. Interchange for Doncaster, leaving the field is 21 Tyler Heppy, and coming on number 11 Sam Smeaton. Great tackle again on that far side from Nesbitt as Boas at dummy half gets it to Jones. Paulie took that standing still and he got hold of Tom McKinney there. I thought he was going to throw him about. As Aston, he's outside, so Luke Forber doesn't need to panic and it will go into touch and Oldham will get the ball back. There was lots of cries of outside there, wasn't there, after that kick?
You called it straight away, Matt. Hats off to you. They wasted Powley on that set, didn't they? They used him as a ball player once and then stood still another time. Oldham would be thrilled to bits, really.
And the big man's just feeling the pace a little bit now.
Yeah. He's a luxury player, isn't he? He's got a lot of tape on those knees. I've always wondered, actually, is he related to the Parramatta Powley?
I don't know. I think do you mean Junior Paolo?
He's Paolo, right?
Paolo,
He's definitely not related.
No. Here comes Ryan Lannon. 2 changes left for Oldham. 12.5 minutes left. 18 points to 10, their lead here at Boundary Park. Simon Finnegan just giving Ryan Lannon some last-minute instructions. Interchange for Oldham. Leaving the field is 22, Tom McKinney. And returning number 12, Ryan Lannon. As Walker jumps from dummy half. Good run from Jack Walker. Gets Oldham 3 short of halfway. Wildy at dummy half. Gets it to Ashurst. And Ashurst is put to ground. 12 inside the Doncaster half on the last tackle. Good end to the set needed here as Drinkwater goes high. Everybody's onside. Here comes Morgan Smith. It's been well taken by Mitieli Vulikijapani. And it's a long way for Doncaster inside their own 20 at the moment. Jones at dummy half gets it to Brad Hay. Easy to pick Brad Hay out with the bandage on. Whoever sanctioned these numbers needs a word. As Titus Guaze gets 8 short of halfway. Jones at dummy half to the right to Aston. He's gone to ground. It was the clearest obstruction you'd ever see otherwise. On the last tackle, Aston's out of it. It's back with Tom Holmes. Holmes off the left foot. High spiral bomb. Here comes Jack Walker and Walker Fields gets away from Smeaton. Not happy with the second challenge, which has come in from Jack Holmes. Time off call by Matty Lynn. And Cloughie's on the way with instructions alongside Martin Ellswood. And well, some of the Oldham players weren't happy. The arms went up. I didn't see anything, did you?
I mean, he certainly came in hard, but that doesn't make it a penalty. I thought the contact was on the back. Walker's perhaps looking around the neck area. I don't think they've seen enough to give a penalty. I was just thinking, actually, Oldham have had some good players out there tonight. Ashurst, Wildy, etc., Drinkwater, but Walker's not far off man of the match, is he? He's been absolutely excellent and flawless. I think he remains flawless under the high ball. The errors have come from other players, so certainly a slightly worrying moment here for Oldham with the injuries they've already suffered in the game. They really don't want to lose Walker now.
We'd like to thank our match sponsor, Oldham Metropolitan Borough Council. And tonight's official attendance here at Boundary Park is 1,177. Thank you for your fantastic support at short notice. 1177 here tonight. Jack Walker still down. .46 left here. If you're wondering why we're here a little bit late, we had a delay of game in the first half due to a drone. Never seen it happen before.
It was probably just dropping off an Amazon parcel.
Oh yeah, I've seen that happen this week.
It's Hartlepool, isn't it? It's a long way from Hartlepool.
Yeah. No penalty coming.
And Walker looks okay, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't.
Well, he's playing the ball, isn't he?
Well, yeah, he's playing the ball. He looks a bit ginger.
Staying on means okay.
Yeah, as Wildy at dummy half gets it to Bibby. Doncaster line speed really quick there. I've got to say, from what we've had this year, this is the game of the season so far. As Wildy at dummy half gets it to Ryan Lannon. And Lannon's put to ground on the 30-metre line. It's Wildy at dummy half. Here's Ashurst. had a bit of a shuffle round here, haven't they? And they've put somebody, that's Gebby at full-back at the moment, isn't it?
He's confused me all night, Gebby. He has been very flexible. I think their whole game plan has been. Holmes flicks in and out of the line, doesn't he?
Last tackle down the short side with Drinkwater. Now Drinkwater is trying to control the narrative and just gets the ball off the island. 10 minutes left here at Boundary Park. It's Oldham 18, Doncaster 10 here on Roughyeds TV. Tries from Jack Walker, Jake Bibby, Luke Forber and Josh Drinkwater. Tonight's player of the match has been chosen by our lovely sponsors from the council, and it's going the way of Josh Drinkwater.
Fair dues. Well, it's good timing as well because that was a good kick. I was just thinking about Drinkwater actually. This will be his 3rd season with Oldham?
Second.
Is it only his 2nd?
Yeah.
Right. Is that right, really?
He came for the championship season, yeah. Last year.
And this is only Oldham's 2nd championship season?
Yeah. Titus Guaze then for the Roughyeds. They get just short of the 30-metre line as Jones at dummy half to Aston. Aston will go short to Lewis Johnson. It's Connor Jones at dummy half. Down the short side with Corey Aston, who flicks it back into the middle. Here is Adeni Gebby. He's so wasted at fullback as Jones gets it back to Aston on the last tackle. Catch that. Tom Nisbet, and Tom Nisbet does. Great take. Horrible kick, wasn't it?
It was, but again, Nisbet would fall into that same category as Walker as a flawless performance. I think I can't remember any mistakes he's made, and he's done a lot of unflashy work. He's that type of winger, isn't he?
It's Luke Forber with the carry. A few Oldham players a little bit slow to get back. As Bibby now. They're at the 20-metre line, 3rd tackle into the set. As Drinkwater at dummy half. Gets it to Jaron Purcell, and Purcell just switches direction and just can't get the arm free. As Wildy at dummy half pushes Smith out the way. Smith gets it to Ashurst to halfway. Ashurst almost gets away from Aston. On the last tackle, Riley Dean wants it 2 out.
Here's Drinkwater.
As Wildy down the short side. Oh, Wildy, no. Oh.
It's okay. It's okay, that.
I'd rather be turning the ball over in there 10 than 10 short of halfway. It's
Maybe
good
I
ball.
just like Wildy.
It's a good ball.
He was playing eyes up, wasn't he? He thought there was something on.
As Vulika Japani gets it to Holmes, that's on the bounce and loses his foot and gets his head up and goes again.
Powley's coming off.
Powley has come off. Interchange for Doncaster, leaving the field is 16, Paulie, and coming on 21, Tyler Heppy. As Jones at dummy half comes to the right to Aston. Here is Heppy with that exactly same angled run again.
It is, yeah. It's not original, is it? But when Paulie's ill, do you think it's Paulie's Paulie?
Don't start as Holmes gets it down that left-hand side with Jones. Guaze finds Aston out the back to Gebby floats it to Vulika Japani up against Forber, and he's got away, he's stayed in the field of play, gets the offload on the bounce, it's come off the feet of Chapelhouse, and he's then knocked it on, and it's going to be another set of 6.
I'm not sure, I think he might give him first knock on by.
Which was Chapelhouse. Definitely Chapelhouse because it hit the legs of Brad Hay.
But he may have given a forward pass in the first place.
No, he's giving Doncaster the scrum.
You're right, yeah. It was magic from the winger, wasn't it? The way he tipped over on the touchline, yeah. Having beaten Forber on the outside. He's impressed tonight.
So Oldham conceded from this situation last time. Jack Walker's struggling a little bit here, Andy, as well.
3 minutes to go.
6:20 left.
Oh.
It's only for guidance on the LEDs.
You said that on the PA.
It's behind us, the clock. As it's gone to Gebby, he's dropped it. Great pressure from Tom Nisbet. Got in the face. Oh, and he's given offside. He's given offside against Oldham.
Still a try-saving play by Nisbet, though, so, you know, it was first tackle. It was a great piece of defence from the winger.
Doctor's on the pitch. And an interchange for Doncaster, leaving the field is 14, Jacob Jones, and returning 17, Muz Mustafa.
They've got to see out one set, Oldham, and they've won the game, haven't
Would you
they?
take the scrum again?
Yes, I think
the option's
I would,
there,
actually.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Because they scored off the scrum play last time.
Yeah.
That's a HIA interchange that's just taken place. Alan Kilshaw's screaming at Martin Ellsworth to get on from the box at the back. Doctor's still on the pitch, so he's good to go at the moment. But he's just trying to rally the troops. If I was Doncaster, I would take the scrum again.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because it just opens the pitch up. Doc's on the pitch and he's been told he needs to go for a head injury assessment, and that will effectively end his game.
Yeah.
With 5:54 left. And he's just come back off, he's going straight back on. Is it Watson Boas that? We'll get that one out shortly.
I think it's Gebby, is it?
No, that's Gebby. Oh no, it's Boas. And he's not happy.
And it's the Oldham doctor bringing him off, isn't it?
They only have one doctor.
Right.
And an interchange for HIA. Leaving the field is 18, Edene Gebe, and returning 14, Jacob Jones. As Heppy with the carry. This is the ball game. As Jones waits at dummy half, comes to the right. Mustafa on the crash ball. Jones at dummy half. Heppy's the dummy runner. Is Glazer, gets it to Aston. Now it's been dropped. And Doncaster cough it up. Third tackle, no advantage. And Oldham will get to run a bit of time off the clock for the scrum.
Yeah, and you know, you give Oldham credit for the defence, but Doncaster will be kicking themselves there. That was a poor error, really. I think it was Holmes, not under a huge amount of pressure. And well, there's more time left than I thought. I'm looking behind me. Still 5 minutes, so it's still not dead, is it? But Oldham are a couple of good sets away from winning the game now.
We'd like to thank our match sponsors again, Oldham Metropolitan Borough Council, and they have chosen their player of the match for tonight. Sponsored by WBES Electrical Services, number 23, Josh Drinkwater. As Bibby from the base of the scrum. As Wildy at dummy half gets it to Forber. Oldham just need to complete and get downtown here.
Absolutely, and that's what they're doing.
Penalty, big penalty drawn by Matty Wildy. Huge penalty drawn by Matty Wildy.
Everybody's leaving, Matt.
Well, we can't name who they are, but the special guests are leaving, aren't they? It's great to see him, actually. First time I've seen him for a few months. I nearly dropped myself in it there. I'm going to say no more than that.
So about my dad, aren't you? Anyway.
Inside 4 minutes as Bibby with the carry. As Purcell drops it off to Lannon. Drop goal's pointless, it's inviting pressure. 8 points in the game. As Drinkwater gets it to Ashurst, being hunted by Muzzy Mustafa. 3.5 minutes left. Repeat set here, minimum. It's Drinkwater gets it to Jaron Purcell. Purcell out to Morgan Smith. Smith to Riley Dean. Dean looks to put that footwork on we've seen so often, and Dean does well to stay on the island as Nesbitt gets into dummy half. Nesbitt gets it back to Morgan Smith. Here is Chapelhow. And Chapelhow is wrapped up, last tackle. Please repeat set. Ewan Moore for the line. Ewan Moore is over. And Ewan Moore is held up. And Doncaster will get it back. 10 away from the line.
You happy with that option then, Matt?
No. I'd have preferred it dinked in and tried to force a goal line dropout.
But the problem is it might go dead and then they get 7 tackles on the 20.
As Glazer with the carry. I suppose this option is only 6 tackles, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, and you control it.
Kills the clock a little bit as Mustafa with the carry. Great carry from Mustafa. It's Jones at dummy half. Gets it to Glazer. Here is Aston. Long pass. Oh, it's been knocked down by Jake Bibby, but it will kill some time off the clock.
Doncaster don't look like they think you can win it to me. I think their conviction has gone. Might be famous last words, but
2 minutes.
I do think Oldham deserve huge credit for this. You know,
they've done it. It's been a bit of a tough game against a tough side, and it's been a bit adverse. We've had some adversity to overcome as well, losing Milner at half-time. As Boas with the carry gets 12 short of halfway. No penalties. That's the main thing. Is Mustafa with the carry. Muzzy Mustafa trying to get to the edges. Morgan Smith there brings him to ground. 140 left. 100 seconds left. This is probably Doncaster's last throw of the dice. As Guaze out the back finds Corey Aston. Here's Tom Holmes out to Brad Hay. Great shot from Jake Bibby to bring him to ground. As Holmes waits at dummy half. He's running across field and on his own. Needs options to Guaze. Hit that at speed, and Matty Wilde, who's played the full 80 minutes. Jones at dummy half, comes back to Aston, dinks it over the top. Forber will take, needs to hit the ground and does under pressure from Vulika Japani. And Oldham start right on their own line, and nothing silly as Bibby. 1 minute left here. Oldham heading for 8 straight victories in the league.
Oldham,
Doncaster with the carry.
They weren't the same threat without Gebby on that set, were they? I
No.
think he's been the point of difference all the match really, and Oldham did it really very comfortably.
Nesbitt with the carry then. It'll be a quick post game because I need to get on pitch, Andy.
Absolutely. Well, I'll say what I've got to say now, which is, you know, a time when there's some uncertainty about the club and talk of consortiums coming, and you've seen a really good team here, haven't you? A team with real good spirit. They've dug in hard. It's been a terrific win.
As Morgan Smith inside the 20 will find the line, and that is going to be it. Oldham are going to get home. Thank you to everybody who's joined us here on Roughyeds TV tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you for your comments. Not had a chance to read them tonight because I haven't got a view of the screen, but 3, 2, 1. This is the last play of the game then, as Mustafa takes it in. There goes Mahuta, and Oldham are 8 from 8 here after this win over Doncaster by 18 points to 10. Andy, thank you very much for your company tonight. Thank you for joining us here on Roughyeds TV. That's it. Stay with us. We'll be back next week for the Midlands Hurricanes game, but from us all here at Boundary Park. Oldham are 8 in a row. Thanks for joining us.